Ticket to Ride London. I just barely unboxed this and it has been so fun to play. I'm excited to show you how to play yourself. It is a little bit different than the original Ticket to Ride, but you'll catch on quickly. And in this video, I'm going to include the setup, how to win, basic gameplay, and stay to the end, to the very end for additional rules that you need to be aware of. All right, let's get started. So to set up, all you have to do is lay out the board. You have player pieces, so you've got these 4 player pieces here, and you can place them right here in London. And a good indicator of this is there's this 50 and then there's a 0 right here. You'll be taking your piece around for the score. We'll get into that. So place your player tokens, choose what color you want to be, and then whatever color you are, you're going to take that color train. I guess they're not trains, they're double stack buses. Sorry, my bad. We're in London right now. And then you're going to take out the cards, and then you're going to separate the tickets, which say ticket on them, from the bus/transportation cards, which say London on them. And from here, you're going to shuffle the ticket cards and deal out 2 to each player. Then you're going to take the London cards, the transportation cards, and shuffle them as well. And then you are going to deal 2 of these to each member as well. After everyone is dealt their cards, go ahead and place 5 face up in front of the board. 2, 4, 5. And the remaining to the side, just like so. We are almost set up. To finish the setup, you need to look at your cards and decide if you want to keep one or both of these tickets. So to decide if you want to keep them, you look at this says Buckingham Palace to King's Cross. There's Buckingham Palace to King's Cross, and then there's Baker Street to Trafalgar Square. I'm sure I said that wrong, I'm sorry. So we've got Baker Street here and Trafalgar Square here. For the sake of this game, I'm just going to have each player keep both of their cards. I'll have this player get rid of one. If you get rid of a card, you just place it face down underneath the ticket pile. Now that we're set up, let's talk about how to win. You win by getting the most points, which you can get points by laying down transportation vehicles, and depending on how many you lay down at a time, you get bonus points. And then you also get additional bonus points for completing these tickets. For example, this one is King's Cross to Buckingham Palace. You just have to get a train from here to here. They just have to connect somehow. So you could do a direct route here. And if you do so, you get an extra 6 points. There is no longest road. So if you are a previous Ticket to Ride master, there's no longest road bonus points. Don't worry about that. And the rules are pretty similar. So if you have already played Ticket to Ride, you can probably stop the video here. Let's go ahead and get started with general gameplay. Now, each turn you have 3 options. Draw 2 transportation vehicles from the face-up deck. If someone takes a card from the face-up, you will replace those cards with ones from here. So there should always be 5 in place. If you do, however, have 3 wild cards out of the 5 cards, you're going to discard all of the cards and deal out another 5. Similar to the original Ticket to Ride, if it is face up, it's a wild card face up. Instead of taking 2 cards, you can only take 1. Or you can draw 2 from the face down deck. If you draw a wild card from this pile, you can still take the 2 cards like you would normally. Another option is you can lay down trains. So if you have, let's say you have 2 pinks, you can lay down your 2 pinks right here and place your transportation vehicles down in accordance to the color that you have in the cards and the color of the route. There are routes that are gray, as you can see here. These ones are almost like wild cards. You can do a 2 of a kind for 2, 1 of a kind, and then if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to get 4 of all the same kind. There are wild cards. These wild cards are the rainbow ones, and the rainbow wild cards can be paired with any other card to count towards that card. For example, if I wanted to place a train on this orange place, I have a pink and an orange and a wild. I can pair the wild with the orange, lay those down, and it goes there. You can pair as many wild cards together as you'd like. You could even do just 2 wild cards to put down on a 2 transportation space road. Since they're not trains, is this a road? Yeah, it's a road, okay. You can place it as a road for any color that you'd like. Once you place down a train, like we did here, you move your piece in accordance to the points you got for moving down these 2 vehicles. So right here you can see the bonus point structure. 2 vehicles that laid down, then you get 2 points. So you'll place your token, 1, 2, and you can see the numbers. They look like tickets, they look like decoration, but they're actually useful. So you go 1, 2, and now this piece is at 2. When someone else lays down, say this person was lucky enough to get 3 of a kind, they can lay down 3, and they place 3 of their vehicles on a route. They get 4 points for these 3. So this person would place 1, 2, 3, 4. And later on, if red is able to place more vehicles, for example, if they got a 1, 2, 3, 4 of a kind and we're able to lay that down, then they can get 7 points. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it goes all the way around to this 50 points. And then the last action that you can take is you can take 2 new tickets from the pile. And if you do this action, you do have to keep at least 1 of them and add them to your pile of tickets. The value in doing this is you have opportunity for additional bonus points. For example, Regent's Park and Elephant Castle. Elephant and Castle. Regent's Park. If I keep this one and I'm able to get my vehicles to connect the 2, then I get those additional 9 points. So you do have to keep at least 1, the one that you don't keep, or you can keep both. But if you don't keep one, you just place the other one face down underneath the pile. And this turn of play continues until someone plays where they have less than 3 buses. So for example, this person has enough cards to lay down 4 vehicles, sorry. And with these 4 vehicles, they get 7 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus, they only have 2 vehicles left, so the final round is enacted. And at this point, each other player has 1 turn to complete. In this case, this person has a orange and a pink. They look at this, and the only option they have is do one of these, for example, or pink. So they discard their pink, and now their turn is over. They did 1, so they get 1 point. This person has 2 black cars and a yellow car. So they're going to do the 2 black cars right here, which gives them 2 additional points. Okay, and even though they still have 3 left, the last round was initiated already and they completed their turn. The game is over. It doesn't matter how many buses you have left over. At this point, you may want to double check the scores for these right here, and then you're going to be looking at your cards to see if you accomplish the cards and if you get those bonus points or if they count as negative. So for example, this person has 19 points, plus they got the Globe Theater to Brick Lane. Brick Lane to Globe Theater is right here. They did make a complete path, so they get an additional 4 points. So 19 plus 4, they get 23 points total. The blue person is British Museum to St. Paul's. We've got British Museum and St. Paul's. They do have a complete route, so they get plus 4 points. And Hyde Park to St. Paul's. Hyde Park to St. Paul's, there is a complete route, so they get a total bonus of 10 points, the 6 plus 4. plus they have 20 points here, so that's 30 points total. This person has Elephant and Castle to Regent's Park. Here's Elephant and Castle in Regent's Park. They did not complete this ticket. They get -9 points. King's Cross to Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace to King's Cross, pardon. There is a complete route and they get a +6 points. Baker Street to Trafalgar Square. There's Trafalgar Square and Baker Street. There is a complete route. They got +5 points. So with this -9 points and a +11 points, they come out with 3 bonus points. And they already have 19, so they have 21 points, making the winner blue. They have the most points. Now that we know general gameplay, let's talk about additional rules. Now, we already mentioned that if you are grabbing a wild from face up, you only get 1 card instead of 2. And if you draw a wild card out of this pile, the face down pile, you can still draw your second card. If you decide on your turn that you are going to take tickets and you draw 2 to see of the 2, you have to take a card. So even if you don't like what the cards are, you have to take at least 1. And you can take both if you'd like. When you're finished, if you discard one of these, for example, you place the other one underneath the pile. Now, if there is a double route like this one, there's a yellow route and a pink route, another player can play on the other route. However, it cannot be the same player. So for example, blue cannot claim both paths, but a different player can claim that path. And that is how to play Ticket to Ride London Edition. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, especially if it was helpful. And if you have any questions or recommended house rules, please include them in the comments below. I haven't found any good house rules for Ticket to Ride or Ticket to Ride London, so if you have recommendations, I'd love that. And please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I do have a Ticket to Ride strategy video. It is similar strategies that you can take on London. It's a little bit different, but definitely check out that video so you can win a little bit easier. And thanks again so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy playing Ticket to Ride London.